Georges StPierre is ready to make his highly anticipated Octagon return next month at November 4, 2017, and he fully expects to finish UFC middleweight champion Michael Bisping. Rush joined the MMA Hour earlier today to promote his UFC 217 pay-per-view PPV main event meeting against the Count, and talked about his game plan heading into his 185-pound debut. StPierre mentioned how Bisping has been attempting to bait the Canadian into standing up with him come fight night, a move that StPierre feels shows fear on Bisping's behalf of going to the ground. Quotes via MMA Fighting's playing always the same song. "He's terrified of me wrestling him. Terrified," StPierre said. "In every interview he does, he's begging me to stand and bang with him. In every interview. I mean, if you don't know the ground game, you shouldn't be in MMA. You should be in kickboxing. Fighting on the ground is part of the game, and he's terrified. So he wants me to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to stand and bang with you. I'm going to use all my tools," StPierre continued. "Not only one tool, but all of them. That's a mind game that he's trying to play." One key reason Bisping believes StPierre accepted a fight with him is because he considers the middleweight champ to be an easy fight. The Englishman cites an old training session between the two where Bisping claims he was out-wrestled by StPierre. Bisping admitted at that time he didn't know a double leg from a Big Mac. When asked about the training session in question, StPierre refused to break his code of discussing what happens between himself and a fellow fighter inside the gym. He did claim, however, that he doesn't feel as though he got the better of Bisping. "He don't think I got the better of him," StPierre said. "I don't like when people talk about training. When I train with a guy, I'm never going to go out and talk about the training. The training is the training. Sometimes you have a good day, sometimes you have a bad day. That's that. I don't like when guys talk about that. I think it's a lack of respect," StPierre continued. "Those are rules. You shouldn't talk about this. What happens in the gym, it happens in the gym. I get my ass kicked in the gym all the time. That's normal. That's what training is for. The more you sweat in the gym, the less you bleed in the fight." Since his initial retirement back in 2013, StPierre feels as though he has a lot more confidence in himself than he used to, and vowed to finish Bisping when they meet inside the Octagon. "One way or another, I'm much confident in this than I was before," StPierre said. "I trained a lot of aspects in my game in the 4 years. People say you can't reinvent yourself, but I'm going to prove that you can, and I'm going to prove it to everybody. I'm not the same guy that I was before, the last time. I have a lot more tools, and I'm specialized in different things. I have a lot of new tricks that I'm going to bring to the game. I'm going to finish him. That's what I believe," StPierre said. "Either a knockout or submission." Next, Darren Till calls out Mike Perry following massive UFC Gdansk victory.